else? What else? Florida candidate wants to use OnlyFans content creators. I saw this was happening. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. Yvonne, thank you so much for the goose. But yeah, let's check this out, bro.
So now at 11, one of the candidates running to become Florida's next governor is targeting OnlyFans creators, proposing a sin tax. Tonight, one of the highest paid models of the app, who's from South Florida, is speaking out against it. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister is your reporter live in Miami. She spoke to the Republican gubernatorial candidate. Anna, what did he tell you?
Lauren, candidate James Fishback says his message is simple. He says that if he is elected to be Florida's next governor, that all OnlyFans content creators in the state will be taxed 50% on their earnings. But popular creators...
Damn. 50%? Bro, some of these girls make millions. 50% is fucking insane, dude. I'm gonna lie, literally.
Here's Sophie Rain. She is firing back, and she says that many people who are using the app are doing so to provide for their families.
Yeah.
Never in my whole life did I think that I would wake up and see a Florida politician trying to start beef with me for clout.
Sophie Rain, one of the most prominent creators on OnlyFans, is slamming Republican gubernatorial candidate James Fishback after he made this promise if he's elected as Florida's next governor.
My proposal as Florida governor is to raise the tax on OnlyFans models' income to 50%. So for someone like
my question is, why only OnlyFans? Why only OF models, or not models? Sorry, OF content creators. Yeah, man, that they're gonna move. They're gonna end up moving, bro. That's an easy fix for them.
Sophie Rain, she would end up paying Florida $42 million in taxes.
Fishback says he would use this proposed sin tax to pay Florida teachers and enhance school lunches for students. Rain responding to Fishback's proposal on social media.
We would have to pay 50% to the state on top of the 37 I already paid to the government. And I would be more than happy to pay that if multi-billion-dollar corporations were also being properly taxed. But surprise, they're not.
According to a report from OnlyGuider, demand for OnlyFans content is increasing worldwide, with Miami coming in at number 4 for most spending per capita on the app.
My message to the owners of OnlyFans is get the hell out of our state. I hope you get bankrupt. Don't you dare come to my state and try to exploit and abuse young women.
What the fuck, dude? Relax. It's not that serious, dude. Get the fuck out my state, bro. What that fool say? Calm the fuck down. Thank you, bro. Oh, what?
Message to the men who are buying this content,
bro. And also, this guy's acting like, oh, let's fucking go to Florida, only Florida, bro. No, this fucking website's all over the U.S., bro.
Stop. My message to the women who are being exploited, stop.
I asked Fishback, who grew up in Broward County and currently lives in North Florida, what does he say to the creators who made the choice to join OnlyFans?
Psychology 101, the Stockholm Syndrome makes it very clear that even if a victim believes it is their choice, it is not. I do not believe the young women who are being exploited and abused by OnlyFans right now have a choice. They're living in a society that venerates that kind of cultural degradation.
Rain says for many creators, this is a way to provide for their families, as cost of living continues to challenge millions of Floridians.
I think that people also fail.
Yeah, I don't think this dude knows that there's also guys in OnlyFans making hella money too. But no, this only applies to the ladies, man. So, Henry, we're lucky, bro. We got lucky, man. Fuck. Dude, I was about to move. I was about to move out of state, bro.
To realize that there are so many creators on this platform that do this job because they're struggling. So to tax them like that when they're literally doing it just to support their families is sad.
Yeah, man. I want to see the full video of Sophie talking about it. That's her name, right? Sophie? Cause that shit is crazy, dude. There was a whole back and forth, and she called him out saying that he's only mad because he got banned or something. Let me see. This one probably.
Never in my whole life did I think that I would wake up and see a Florida politician trying to start beef with me for clout. So he's proposing a sin tax on bops where we would have to pay 50% to the state on top of the 37 I already paid to the government. And I would be more than happy to pay that if multi-billion-dollar corporations were also being properly taxed. But surprise, they're not. I've never in my whole life.
I think it's wrong. I think that he's just trying to get attention from it because I am the #1 biggest creator in Florida, at least. He's just trying to use my name for clout. There's people doing this job because they are out here actually struggling and trying to make a living with it, and you're going to sit here and tax them 50% because not everyone is making the amount of money that I'm making. I do want girls to be educated, and I want women in Florida to be able to, get regular jobs and everything. But at the end of the day, the system doesn't allow that because every American is struggling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah! Oh my God, this dude fucking scares me, bro.
So if you haven't been paying attention, top bop, Sophie Rain responded to the Florida governor candidate that said he was going to impose a 50% sin tax on her income. Click this comment for full context. Let's get it.
And I would be more than happy to pay that if multi-billion-dollar corporations were also being properly taxed. But surprise, they're not. I never usually get into politics, but there are clearly better ways to raise funds from actual corrupt businesses in our country. I think that people also fail to realize that
low-key, she's giving
If all of us who didn't get into streamer university got on
there are so many creators on this platform
It's probably the song.
that do this job because they're struggling. So to tax them like that when they're literally doing it just to support their families is sad. I would much rather continue donating directly to people in need because we all really know where our tax dollars go.
How are you going to want to impose a 50% tax on Sophie Rain? She's an ethical bop, bro. She's one of the only bops that's actually donating to charity. Like, she donated $1 million to Team Water. She was helping people with the SNAP benefits when they got cut from the government. I'm pretty sure bro's mentality.
Yeah, bro doesn't give a fuck, bro. He don't care, man. He just heard someone banned him or some shit, bro. You really think he cares? Like, start thinking about it. You really think he cares that much, bro? No. They're just money hungry, bro. They want that 50%, bro. He takes that 5%. Hello.
He was, who's the biggest bop that I could come at that fits the criteria? And it was Sophie Rain. She pretty much responded with this screenshot saying at least 55% of the largest corporations in America paid no federal corporate income taxes in the most fiscal year. That leads into her point. She says she pays her 37% proudly, and she would be glad to pay more if big businesses weren't paying zero. And I gotta agree with her. You got these billionaires and all of the 1%, they ain't paying nothing. Elon.
Bro, they ain't paying shit, dude. These big corporates, they ain't paying shit, dog. Bro, when I used to work, man, I used to work for a fucking good company, right? Well, semi-good. Bro, every time it was like fucking raise time where they give us our raises, well, they only gave like 30% or 30 cents, dude. Like, bitch, I never saw $1. I never saw 50 cents. It was always like between 25 cents to 30 cents. No mames, dude. Y'all make billions of dollars, dude. We only get 30%, way? Come on, dude. Come on, bro. That's why I fucking quit, man, and became my own boss, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother.
He about to be a trillionaire, gang. And here's the thing, they don't even use the tax money properly. It's being funneled to certain places. You dig what I'm saying? You're gonna take money away from Sophie Rain and just put it into another rich person's pocket. He also responded with this tweet that the United States has been increasing work visas for friends-only models. She's saying that this whole situation is ironic. He actually ended up responding, by the way, didn't respond to a single point she said. Just said, Sophie, I won't allow smart, capable women to be forced to sell their bodies online to get by. What? That don't even make sense. Don't you think there's another reason why they're doing that?
I'm glad this dude is understanding, bro. Because if it was fucking 44 Vato, he'd be agreeing with the fucking candidate, bro. But anyways, man. Yeah, bro, just learn that these companies really don't give a fuck about you guys.
El pollo is loco. El pollo is loco. El pollo.